And we are live. Hello everyone and welcome to the Belgium Grand Prix here in Tier 2. A short quali here, only 13 drivers, so it's going to be action-packed in qualifying. So we'll see which driver gets away first once they put their setups on. Of course, this is going to change strategy quite a lot. Some drivers might opt to go on the mediums. As we see a McLaren and a Mercedes go out first. So we shall go on board. Interesting track, Belgium. Lots of places to overtake as Cody spins coming out of the pit lane. It's a good start. So he'll have to come back in. Gonna wear those softs a little bit. But a short quali means you get more use of your tyres in the race. Hafes are going to be one of the favourites to win. Clipping the apexes. Most drivers going out on track now. Hafes on the mediums. Get the tyres up. Difficult track, lots of places to spin the car. You don't want to be getting too hard on the apexes on the entry. Rear end likes to slide a bit depending on the setups. But you will gain a lot of time by running an aggressive setup in Belgium. Hafes coming up to starting his lap now. Only 3 drivers in the pits at the moment. A lot of drivers out on the mediums. Trying to run the alternate strategy. Recommended a soft medium here. So we'll see what kind of time Hafes can manage here. He just keeps it in line. Gives him more room up to the line. Get a bit more speed on the car as he crosses the start-finish straight. Eau Rouge, a tricky corner in this game. It has to be within the right line. But it's an easy flat these days. Long DRS straights. Keep it nice and tidy here, Hafes. Be interesting to see how the other drivers follow in behind, particularly on those medium tyres. Nice and tight throughout the hairpin. It's looking like a solid lap so far. Just about keeps it within the track limits. As we head into the fast sector 3. Challenging place to overtake. You do have the bus stop chicane. Bombs. as he brakes, comes around to the final two corners. Bit slidey. And he sets off the time with a 1:45.0. Kiwi coming up next as he pulls into the pits. Barenko, one of the favourites as well. As long as he doesn't puncture his tyres, obviously. Coming up to the line, 1:45.3, a little bit slower. Sobinu, 1:44.3, and Slem, whole second faster than Hephaestus already on those soft tyres. Showing you the difference between the softs and the mediums. Going to be interesting to see if these drivers stay on the mediums or if they all go on softs towards the end. One of the longest laps on the calendar, so massive advantage with new tyres, particularly the softer. Nixie goes pole as we've got Fat Neat coming up to the line, also on the softs. Very tidy through the bus stop chicane, coming up to the line. Goes into fourth, slowest of the softs. So we've got two McLarens on an outlap. Jowsey on a flyer. Goes into fourth. As a couple cars come into the pits now. Whoa, very slidey. Scary moment for Hephaestus there. As Barenko's on another lap. Pulls in as well. Keeps it together. Slem's also on another following lap. And he's going to go fastest, 1:43.0. Strong opening lap. Going to be difficult to beat. It's 0.8 faster than second place. A lot of time to be gained here on a long track. But that is impressive. 7 drivers setting times at the moment. Nixie doing very well on the mediums. As he pulls over to let a faster car through. Mr. Stark goes into 5th. As we have Kiwi coming up for his flying lap. Couple cars yet to set a time. Vaxi's gone. Oh, it looks like a crash. Maybe got too wide on exit. Spun it round. Let's see if we can get another look from the Ferrari. There he is. And he is out. Last the first challenge for Vaxi. Free choice of tyres, obviously, as well as 11th to 13th. LBU coming up to the line on the mediums. He will be quick. 1:43.8 goes second. So 2 medium drivers performing strong here. As a few drivers will look for 3 runs here in short quali. It is doable, even on Belgium. So 2 McLarens are bunched together. Cody on the mediums. quite far off the pace here. See if he goes for another one. And he pulls in. No. He's taking the wide line as he starts a new lap. Lots of different exits outside the bus stop chicane here. Nice exit. You want to get a lot of grip out of turn one. Power you up through Eau Rouge. And Radion. Nice and clean through there. Bit of traffic in sector one. Don't want to be stuck up Radion with flying cars behind you. Cody drifting back. Very good through the hairpin section. Keeps it together. Now the two fast left-handers. You want to get on the power as early as possible here. Hephaesta's gone. Oh, what happened? Looks like another crash. Yep, he's in the wall. Oh dear. So Hephaesta's going to be starting fairly far behind. A few drivers might have to go down there. So back with Cody. See what sort of lap he can set. His teammate's just ahead of him on the softs. Cody brings it round, coming up to the line. He's going to improve up to 8th. Plenty of time to come in and put a fresh set of softs on. So 2 drivers retiring already. As we have Tovino coming up to sector 3. He's up 1.5 tenths. Not much time to be gained in sector 3. Drivers will have to do braking hard into the bus stop. Want to try and minimise oversteer coming out of there as he improves but doesn't improve on his position. Slem on a flying lap, looking to further his pole position. Very tidy through sector 2. Not much traffic to negotiate with. All runs wide. Keeps it within the white lines just about. And he goes too aggressive there and backs off. So we'll see if any drivers are coming up to the line. Barenko on the softs. Looking to get into that top 5. He goes second, still 6 tenths off Slem, who's dominating qualifying so far. As Tovino was getting a bit of slipstream there from the McLaren that politely pulls off. Haas behind him as well, looking to follow in the slipstream. Bit of a train hit as Fatnik has to hit the brakes. So drivers need to leave the pit lane. They want to get another lap in. Most people looking to go on the softs here. Only Jowsey on the mediums. Could that play out in his favour if he stays in the top 10? Fatnik proving Haas deserves to be in the top 10. Somehow doesn't invalidate. Maybe he has. He backs off. Yep. Validated lap. Shouldn't have spoken. So, Slem on a flyer. Looks like he's got pole. Second to fifth are in the pits as he pulls in. It's looking like pole position for Slem. Not much time to be found. Can the McLaren break into the top 10 on those fresh softs? One of the drivers still yet to set a lap, as well as Sequan. Here they go up to the line. Second fastest, 143.1. Close to matching Slem there. Fatnik doesn't manage to improve. He's going for another one. Of course, invalidated on his previous lap. But Sequan lap has Kiwi in fourth place. So it's going to be Jowsey on the mediums. He'll be going for another lap as Slem retires in the pit lane. Confident with his pole position. A few drivers getting a last minute lap in. I have a feeling this top 5 will change. It's going to be close to some of these cars. There's a bit of traffic here. As Fatnik has to wade his way through these cars. See if he can get a bit of slipstream here. Never mind, he's invalidated again. So, end of qualifying. As the Ferrari bins it into the wall and retires in a horrible place. Doesn't matter too much. I think his lap was invalidated anyway. But not the best place to park your car. As quali is over, Barenko manages to get his lap in. As it is going to be one of the McLarens. Cody, who was up by quite a bit, looking to get into the top 10. Jowsey doesn't manage to. No drivers on mediums managing to get into the top 10. Cody goes fourth. Great lap from him. And that is his qualifying. On board with Tobino now. Keeps it. Spins a little bit. He's gone round. Manages to keep the car going forwards. His lap is still valid, but I don't think he'll be improving. LBU right behind. Purple, sector 2. Can he go pole? Using all the ERS here. As Tobino pulls off, giving up his lap. Here we go, LBU up to the line. Tidy exit there. That's pole position. 142.6. Miles ahead. Nixie also on a lap on the softs. What can he do? He backs off. Doesn't want to improve. Fatnik not finding any time. So that is qualifying over. LBU, late drama at the end. Managing to get pole. Over Slem. Anand, Barenko, Cody closing out the top 5. So all drivers on the softs. Jowsey will be looking at, should he have qualified on the softs? But anything can happen in Belgium. Let's wait for Fatnik's cars to be pulled in. So the strategy should be a soft medium. It is doable in Belgium. Will any drivers try the 2-stop? Of course, safety cars play a big deal. There we go. LBU, Slem, Anand, Barenko, Cody, Kiwi, Nixie, Sikwan, Tobino and Fatnik closing out at the top 10. Of course, Vaxi retiring along with Hefesta. So Hefesta's got to do a lot of work to get up into the podium positions. Nixie setting his time on the mediums. That's big. I did not see that. 7th place. So he'll be the furthest driver up on the medium tyres. Of course, a safety car in the middle of the race will help him massively. We know what these drivers are like. Lots of collisions inbound, especially around Belgium. If we don't see a side-by-side up Eau Rouge, I will be disappointed. So it's going to be an interesting race here. As Hefesta has left. Hopefully not a rage quit. If he manages to join back. So the drivers picking their strategies. When are they going to pit? Of course, the teams will have to decide which driver will pit first, as they will mostly all be on the same tyres. Doesn't look like rain will be a factor. As we set out on the formation lap. So LBU pulls away in pole position. Let me see if I can invite Hefesta again. Warming up those tyres. Soft hard. Some drivers might go onto the hards, play it safe. It all depends on what goes on in the race. As we go through the grid here. Hopefully a clean turn 1 at least. We get to see all these drivers finish. Interesting to see how strong these softs are around Belgium. What the tyre wear will be like. Nixie in 7th on the mediums. If he can do well, he should have an amazing race here. Shouldn't have any traffic to contend with his strategy. I was saying a safety car in the middle of the race will be massive. as the Festa has reported connection issues. It's quite unfortunate. Would have been fun to see him climb through the grid. So the AI takes control, lines cars up on the grid. Let's see LBU versus Slem in Sector 1. Or if Hephaestus AI can win the race. Here we go, waiting for the lights. Barenko looking for another win. As the lights come on. Here we go, lights out. We're away at Belgium. Anand with a really good start. Going into turn 1. Tiny bit of contact. Doesn't look like much damage so far. All the drivers get through somewhat clean. As we have Ferrari and McLaren side by side into Eau Rouge. Every car seems to get through here. Got some moves going on. Kiwi and Cody very tight. Cody uses his ERS, gets back. Oh, sends Kiwi wide as he loses a huge amount of time there. As Fat Nick has spun as well. So 2 drivers far behind as we get back to the action. LBU keeping his lead. See if he can pull away here. That's what he'd want to do. And then very close on Barenko. So we have a few cars in the back, very close. Slem right on the tail of LBU in the battle for the lead. LBU spins a little bit. His tyres will be warm as we have a car around. That is Cody. And missed the start by the looks of it. So quite a lot going on. Slem really close on LBU here. Looking for the right time to make the move. Will he send it into the bus stop? Plays it smart. Takes his time. As Fatnik gets a move on Cody. LBU with the fastest lap to start the day. As Slem will surely be looking to make a move. Both drivers keeping a fair amount of ERS. Some drivers in the pits, presumably for damage, so will they go onto the hards? Slem and LBU and Barenko keeping up with them. So a few drivers staying on the softs, looking for the 2-stop, and then putting pressure on Barenko here. It's all been relatively clean here, apart from the few little mistakes at the back of the grid. Slem is right on LBU's tail. A little bit of contact there between Anand and Barenko, but looks okay so far. Barenko with the ERS advantage. As there's a yellow flag, Vaxi looks to have spun. Unfortunate there on the mediums. So not the best race for Vaxi. Up at the top, Anand close on Barenko. LBU also looking to keep the gap at the top. Slem slowly gaining in the slipstream. As the drivers come through the bus stop chicane on to lap 3. Very close here in the top 5. As Nixie in 6th place on those medium tyres, managing to do very well. Of course, DRS being enabled here, this is going to get interesting. Overtakes are bound to happen now. As Anand comes up on Barenko. Opens up that DRS. There's a move for the lead here. LBU looking to give the position to Slem. As we go into Sector 2. So Slem currently leading the race. And then very close on Barenko. Is he going to look to make a move? He backs out. Smart decision. As Kiwi is having some problems in the pit lane. Hanan going wide. So lots of action here. Battles throughout the grid. Sikuan also contending in the top 5. Looks like the 2 leaders are starting to create a gap now. Want to get that gap over a second so the DRS doesn't come into play. As these tyres will start wearing down, start being less effective. LBU looking to get that place back. Looking to fight for the lead here. Takes a different line into the bus stop. We have a car around Mr. Stark. And Sikuan's had a problem as well. So he's out of the top 5. Let's see what LBU can do here. Slem not using RS. LBU trying to close that gap down. Here we go, DRS opens. We've got a car completely out. Barenko out in Eau Rouge. Massive crash there. And a safety car. Safety car has come out. Not good for Nixie. Good for the rest of the drivers on the SOS. Unless some of them stay out, it's going to be interesting what to do. As we see Barenko there. And Slem has got a drive through for speeding under safety car. Wow. Great news for LBU. So Slem won't be able to pit here. As he has this drive through penalty. So he'll be sent to the back of the grid, assuming all the drivers box. That drive through will put him back last anyways. So, lots of drama in Belgium here. We're only on lap 4. Oh, catastrophic mistake from Slem there. Not reducing that delta fast enough. So what will Slem do here? Will he pull in for his drive through? As he does just that, into the pits goes Slem. Hopefully drivers manage to not speed in the pit lane, apart from Anand. That's a 5-second penalty. So Slem manages to get new tyres on. Not sure if that removes his penalty. Unless it was a glitch. So a lot of drivers going on the mediums. Sikuan going on the hards. Nixie disqualified. Ignoring yellow flags. What's happened there? He's gone. Not sure what's happened there. Ignoring yellow flags. It's disqualified him. So he was going to stay out on those mediums. Carry on with the strategy. Will these drivers be able to stretch these medium tyres? Or will they do the 2-stop? Vaxi back up into 9th place. As these drivers catch up. A fest for the AI, going for driver of the day. Up into 7th place from last. Great performance from the AI driver here. So we see what the penalties are. Slem still with his drive-through. So he's probably going to serve that Jowsey in front on the mediums. The other driver on the medium tyres. As Mr. Stark is disqualified. Or DNF. In Eau Rouge again. Looks like the same place. As he leaves the session. 11 drivers left in the battle royale of the Belgium Grand Prix. Cody and Kiwi, last 2 drivers to make it to the back of the grid. So safety car might go for another lap here. Slem will have to pit again. So LBU looking to run away with it here, especially with Anand having a 5-second penalty. As we should see Slem, who stays out. Interesting to leave the drive-through penalty for after the safety car period. As Anand comes in to serve his 5 seconds. Going on to new medium tyres. Smart decision. If he can cut through the pack. Gets rid of that penalty. As they put a new front wing on, so he had damage as well. There he goes. So Jowsey going to be leading the restart here at the end of this lap. Unless Slem believes his penalty was invalid, but he has to serve it. Otherwise, he'll get disqualified. So the penalty won't be able to be removed. Jowsey keeping his tyres warm. As we see all the drivers weaving left and right. Drivers keeping a sensible gap here so they don't end up getting a collision penalty under the safety car. So what will Jowsey do with his restart? How slow will he slow down? Making sure that safety car glitch doesn't come into play. Points for everyone but Anand at the moment. We might see another DNF as well. All these drivers on the mediums look to go the whole way. I'm not sure if you can do that long on just the medium tyres. As we should soon get confirmation that the safety car will be pulling in. Here we go, safety car in this lap. Jowsey slowing it down already. 5 seconds for a collision. Kiwi and Anand. So Anand gets his 5-second penalty back. Will Slem be coming into the pits? When will Jowsey go? Can't accelerate and stop too aggressively. Here we go on the safety car restart. Jowsey pulls away. Oh, Slem manages to get the jump on him. What a move. As Jowsey loses out terribly here. On these medium tyres. Down into 4th. Will any action happen? Into Radion. Everyone keeping it single file. Oh, very close between Fatnik. Aggressive move there, coming out of Eau Rouge. Brilliant move. As we go into the left, right-hander. Jowsey losing a huge amount of positions here. He's gone from 1st to 6th. AIFS in last place. Not what you want to see. Jowsey makes a move. Vaxi makes a move. Jowsey into 8th place. And it's getting worse. Wondering if he has damage. Doesn't look like it. In 9th place, running wide. Struggling on those mediums. Down into 10th. Jowsey effectively going from first to last. He might have some damage here. He's really struggling to keep up. Fatnik with the first track limits penalty. Sabino's looking to pounce on him. DRS won't be available for a few laps here. Kiwi and Vaxi getting very close. Kiwi making it round the outside. Brakes very late. Just about sticks it. Vaxi tries to hang in on the outside. It looks like Kiwi's got that move. Slem pulls in for his drive-through. So he will be last. Tobino now on Fatnik. Both drivers similar on ERS. As we come up to the top now, how effective is that slipstream? What downforce are these drivers running? Not close enough to make the move yet. Cody lunges up the inside of Vaxi. Oh, a little bit of contact, but both drivers keep going. This is good racing. As the other McLaren teammate looks to get involved as well. Cody and Vaxi very close here. Teammate right behind with a good view of the action. Will Cody get the move in sector 3? Looks likely. Vaxi using more ERS to defend than the drivers behind. Here we go. Cody using the ERS. Wants to get the move done. Doesn't quite manage to do it here. Into the flat out left-hander. Here we go. Coming to the bus stop chicane. Goes on the outside. As we see some drivers ahead. Making a bit of contact. DRS enabled. This is going to be interesting. Tobino and Kiwi very close. LBU well in the lead here. Looks like a comfortable race for him, provided everything goes well. Here we go. Cody will have this DRS. Oh, look at the speed difference. Gets past him before the DRS line. What will Anand do? Also manages to squeeze around the outside. Very close. Vaxi sticks a nose in. Doesn't manage to get it done. Cody gets 3-second time penalty. The McLaren's moving through the grid here. It's Fatnik doing very well on podium position. Tobino lost out a few places there. He was looking to get the move on Fatnik. Didn't manage to get it done. As Vaxi stays right behind. Gets a good run on Anand. He gets a 3-second penalty. Doesn't look to go for the move right there. Car sliding all over the place. It's looking a bit cloudy here in Belgium. As the big snake of cars comes up to the start-finish line for lap 10. Getting close to halfway through this race. Vaxi will be looking to get his positions back. Opens up the DRS. Oh, and Cody's off. Cody DNF'd. Proving to be very tricky for some drivers. And that brings out another safety car. So what will happen now? Will people be staying out on their mediums, or will they use this as an advantage to get less tyre wear? AI Hafessa pulled into the pits for new mediums. So this gives Slim more of a chance to come back. He's ghosted at the moment. Not sure what that's all about. So another safety car, 2 safety cars here already. So it's going to play a big part in strategy here. Jowsey will have to pit. It's good for him. He might be able to get a new set of mediums on. Or softs if he's feeling brave. What's going to happen? Into the pits. Drivers staying out. Anand heading into the pits. What tyres is he going to put on? Baxi following him in. So only 2 drivers boxing. As Anand serves his 5 seconds. Puts on another set of mediums. Vaxi going on the softs. So he's going to have a huge advantage at the start, but his tyres will wear. It's going to be very interesting towards the end of the race. I'm not sure if Vaxi's tyres will hold out. LBU still looking comfortable in first place. As I think I see a few drops of rain just to add on to everything. Rain on the visor here for LBU. Will any drivers move in onto the intermediate tyres? Impossible to know how hard it will rain and how quickly. Rain will come down. But it is looking to rain here quite a bit. No spray on the tyres at the moment. This will make the strategy very interesting. Will any drivers move in? Oh, Sequan makes a late move into the pits. He's going on the inters. Few drivers pitting here. Oh, what's going to happen? It's looking like the rain is hard. Has LBU made the right call to stay out here? On go the intermediate tyres. These drivers will be at the back of the grid. LBU staying out. That rain is sitting on the track. It is close to intermediate conditions. These drivers that have made the risk might have played out for them. LVU going to have to work hard to warm those tyres up in the rain. As the rain is still coming down here. Track looking very slippery.
Yeah, it's full rain.
It's full rain.
Just wondering, have you double checked the... Wait, I'm gonna check if I can actually hear myself on the stream before. Is the right time to do so?
Yeah, my mic was okay, but...
Wait, could you actually check? Because I just realized I have no audio.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, no problem. So it was meant to rain, was it?
Yes,
towards the end of the race.
It was meant to rain, but it was showing pretty light rain, so...
Yeah, and this is intermediate conditions.
This is inters.
Yeah, it's come down very hard.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, I mean, Seeker on Toby and Yopsy, that was a risky call, but it was completely the right play. It's like all them three have now a great chance to just...
Yeah, your audio's fine, by the way.
Okay, good. Yeah, because sometimes you have to have a specific setting on.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting we're gonna see everyone else just going
top 7.
into the pits. Yeah.
Is it rain till the end of the race as well?
Actually, it showed that it was gonna rain for a while, but it was gonna stop near the end.
Yeah. On board with
so
LVU.
We've got the perfect weather conditions currently.
Of course, the safety car's coming in as well.
And here comes everyone sailing into the pit lane. Literally sailing.
So Sequan's going to go in the lead here, surely. On those intermediate tyres. As we get the restart underway, green flag.
There goes Seiko on Toby and Yossi with about like a 20-second gap now to everybody else due to those pit stops.
Mayhem in the pit lane. 3 drivers out on the track. The 3 that made the right call to go onto the intermediate tyres. Getting a massive lead here. LVU will be leading the second lot of intermediates.
Yeah, that's 12 seconds, so I think he might make it.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a long fight for it. Actually,
getting
I'm
another
also
penalty.
seeing
Anand's gone onto mediums again. He's gone onto his old mediums.
Yeah,
definitely the wrong tyres. Yeah. Baxi makes the move on Kiwi.
I mean, that might also be that it's glitched on his screen, showing dry weather.
I think the
has
two...
happened to me in other races. So.
Yeah. I think the 2 big penalties were glitches.
Yeah.
I think the drive-through and the disqualification. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, this entire race is just filled with lobby glitches.
It's been interesting.
I'm just gonna be looking, since there's no real battles currently, just looking at Ayan just Tokyo drifting his way back into the pits. It's an absolute gem we got here.
It'd be amazing if he keeps it on track.
I mean, currently he is. Yeah, it's really rough conditions, but he is doing it. Oh,
he's round into the wall. There he goes.
Okay. The double DNF for the McLarens.
5 drivers out.
Safety car.
Oh, another safety car. So will the rain hang around, or will they go back?
I doubt this is going to change anything about the strategy. I think everyone's staying out on Inters here.
We've had 3 safety cars in 13 laps.
Yeah. Oh, this race is just something else. So we've got one person who got disqualified, one who got a drive-through penalty out of nowhere, the championship leader completely binning it. We've got the host getting kicked out of the lobby as soon as the race is about to start, 3 safety cars, and the weather change.
It's been mental.
Yeah.
Everyone passing the safety car as well. So it's going to be probably 2 laps of this. 2 or 3.
Yeah. Kind of like, this is probably Seiko and Toby probably going to be really annoyed at this, considering that they did have a 10-second gap to LBU, and now that's just gone.
And the grid's completely changed. LBU's right back in it now, isn't he, with the safety car?
Yeah.
That rain came down really hard as well.
Yeah, it came down extremely fast.
It was basically a safety car lap, and it was intermediate conditions.
This race and it's this game and it's just beautiful, realistic weather changes. Yeah, I mean I can already see from the stream chat. There's a lot of people mispleased with how this race is going.
Yeah,
there's just been
it's one of those lobbies, I think.
Yeah, it's one of those. I mean, really surprised that everybody had to pass the safety car.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
going to extend the period.
Yeah, most likely it was because Seiko was past the finish line
when
the safety car came out, and then
nobody pitting. Looks like the rain's here to stay.
Well, now it's time to see my favorite part of the Belgium safety car. It's positioned right after Radion, so it's really hard to see.
Sequan going quite fast as well.
Lead to funny incidents if drivers don't slow down enough.
Oh, he's going to slam the brakes.
He is going to make it, okay. That safety car is so unexpected if you don't think about it.
It's right on the exit. That's very poorly positioned. Shame about Anand accidentally going on medium tyres.
Yeah.
Not many penalties. Just T3 seconds. I think LBU will make it for the win here. He's got to pass 3 cars, but I think he'll be able to do it. Sikoan looking quite good as well because he's quite quick. Vaxi right back in it as well. There's a lot of spins at the start of the race. So we're only going to have 9 drivers at the moment finish the race.
Yeah.
Safety car will probably do another lap. It's a shame that the drivers that made the right call originally won't get as much reward.
Yeah, I mean, those 12 seconds probably just would have won them the race right then and there.
Yeah.
So that's a real shame. But I mean, I guess it makes the finish a little bit more interesting. So it's bad for them, but it's good for us.
Safety car in this lap. So it's going to be more laps of racing. So Sequan slowing it down. 100 miles an hour. Looks like he's going for it. Oh, he's slowing down again. Bit too early that time.
Yeah. Obviously, you can't go too early, especially in this pit lane, because the safety car glitch might happen. And
he gets a great start. He's a second ahead. Oh, 2 drivers round.
Oh.
Fatnik and Jowsey both spinning on the exit. Cold tyres. Got to be careful.
Yeah.
But not DNFing. Looks like awful conditions at the moment.
As Seiko was able to get a full second to Toby there.
Yeah, 2.5 seconds.
Oh,
That's
so
massive.
cute. Toby barely staying within track limits, just sliding around.
Most cars keeping it together. LBU's going to be gaining on Tobino as well. So these inters will easily go to the end. I was wondering if all the medium drivers would have been able to stay out, or if they were going to pit again on the softs.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter anymore.
I mean, this changes a lot, because looking from, like, the driver weather report before the race started, it looked like it was just going to be a little bit of rain, kind of like Austria Tier 1, where like, it was wet, but not wet enough. But no, instead we've got a full inter-race. Question is this going to end in time for the race to finish, or...?
Yeah, will the drivers have to make another pit stop? Some of them will be running out of tyres as well, surely.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure the inters can last pretty well here. I mean, probably half the race.
Yeah.
So they should be fine until the end. It all depends on if it's going to stop raining.
LBU closing that position on Tobino. Up to 0.3 now.
Yeah, LBU starting to get close there. I mean, overtaking in the wet is extremely difficult, but it is possible.
Yeah, it's going to make overtaking much harder, especially with no DRS as well.
Yeah.
And then leaves.
Not surprised. I mean, considering what's happened to him.
Right, can LBU get the move
left.
done? Probably would have been the best decision. Here we go.
Yeah, I wanted to help Vaxi beforehand. As here we go, LBU going for the move, and that's just the overspeed.
Easy overtake there.
Yeah.
Tobino not looking to send it rightfully in the wet. So next target, Sikoan for the lead.
As at the same time, we've got Kiwi getting a 3-second penalty, which is playing perfectly in the hands of Vaxi, who also has 3 seconds. But behind him, there's the AI of a Pesden Slem who won't close up. And then you've got UC and Fatnik who've just
Pesa driver of the day so far for me. In 6th place. The AI.
I mean, yeah, it's either that or it's Vaxi P14 up to 4th.
Or Fatnik's lost a huge amount of time. He's lost the whole sector. Might have spun again.
He just pitted.
Oh, he pitted. Yeah. The top 4, so pretty close.
Yeah, it's all the second. Now the question is maybe actually the tyre wear, even though it's only 1 lap difference, maybe Vaxi is actually going to be closing in and going for his 2nd podium.
Fatnik's having an awful race. Still points. Yeah, still good. 2 points.
Yeah.
Any driver that finishes will get points here.
As LBU's recovered 2/10 there through the bus stop chicane.
Five laps left. Who can keep it together in Eau Rouge? I've had about 3 drivers crash out there.
Yeah.
Tobino lost a whole second. Vaxi's
Seacon
closing
just
in.
Went into AI. Okay, he's back.
Vaxi going up the inside. Oh, this is close.
Can't get
Tobino
it.
leaves the room. Yeah. Good racing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, even if he gets the overtake, that's still 3 seconds that he needs to pull away. As at the same time, LBU was also getting close to Seiko on, but not enough.
Oh, Vaxi with a huge amount of oversteer. Manages to save it. Of course, the setups won't be for the wet as well, will they?
Yeah, no. Probably everyone just was planning for the dry, so...
LBU taking his time.
Looking at the warnings, we've got LBU on 1, Seiko on what's probably also 1, depending on if he got a warning on the first lap or if that was just a collision. And then you've got Toby on 2 and Vaxi on 5, I'm pretty sure. It's getting close there. I mean, penalties will start to matter more and more as we get later into the race.
I'm waiting for it to dry up and Fat Neat gets the pit onto softs and wins the race.
I'm waiting for the actually most important battle of the race, which is Salem's AI versus Apesda's AI. That's an absolute beauty to look at.
Both on the same tyres. LBU right on the back of Sequan now.
I mean, both on the same tyres. What tyres do you want to go for in this condition? Ooh, Sequan going a little bit wider.
Eau Rouge looks horrible in these conditions.
Yeah.
LBU using that slipstream.
He's got the battery advantage, about 15%.
Oh, Sequan sliding all over the place. Vaxi as well, very close on Tabino. Still can't get the move done.
Yeah, I'm just keeping switching between these two, just looking at what's happening. Because the gaps just keep changing. That's like the 2 battles we got on the track. Those are like the only 2 drivers close enough to, or the only 2 groups close enough to battle near the end here.
I can't believe Festus going to get points. Not even being here the whole race. He's going to get 7th if Fat Neat can't close the gap. Oh, LBU and Sequan look pretty equal on pace at the moment.
Yeah, it looks pretty tight. Still the same battery lead, but obviously ERS is the only thing helping you when you want to overtake here in the rain, but it doesn't help that much. DRS would have been far more useful.
Absolutely. Lap 20 now. 3 laps left. Sequan doing very well on those inters that are a lap older than LBU's. Would be in DRS range normally.
Yeah,
How
that
aggressive.
gap is slowly starting to grow. And most likely, desperation is going to start to set in.
Yeah. Dive bombs.
Yeah.
Could be in for late drama.
Jay said it himself.
Oh, Sequan!
Ooh.
Runs a little bit wide there. Loses all of that time that he's gained. Oh! Early braking. Sends LBU round. Vaxi with another penalty.
Vaxi with the 6 seconds. So probably now not going to be focusing on a battle with Tabino. More just focusing on getting that gap from Kiwi to actually keep B4. But yeah, I mean, with the desperation, in fact, Jace did say that dive bombs into the bus stop chicane are allowed, but just be careful, so...
It all goes out the window on the last lap.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting if LBU is actually going to listen to that come the final corner.
LBU still with that ERS advantage.
Slem at the same time also, he's gained 2/10 to Apesda. This is still beautiful battle to look at. Seacon loses a little bit of that front. And 2 laps to go.
Sequan looking to avoid that slipstream.
Yeah.
Oh, yellow flag.
Oh, that's Kiwi who's around.
Kiwi spun.
Back on track now.
4/10 is the gap with 2 laps left. Drivers trying to keep the cars together in these conditions. It's definitely going to be Inters across the line.
Yeah. Seems like the weather report actually lied for once.
Oh, are you getting a 3-second penalty? That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Unless Sikoan
also gets one, and we see the overtake. Yeah, you were seeing, like, at the line, he went on the inside curb, and after that, just kind of sails. So now it's interesting. Now what's going to happen? Are we... Oh...
Fatnik's gone.
Fatnik's out. I mean, he's still going to get the points, since it is 90% of the distance completed. But here we go. Gap's only 3/10. LBU needs to get this overtake instantly if he wants a chance to actually win this.
Oh, he's got a great run.
Yeah, he's got a beautiful run.
Has to lift off.
A little bit. But now going to the bus stop chicane.
Oh, sends it up the inside. Has to leave the space. Sikoan closing him off.
Just enough. Just enough space to make it fair.
LBU not managing to get into the lead. Oh, a little bit of contact.
Little bit of a touch.
Sikoan going very wide.
Probably just to avoid the warning, but there goes the overtake. I mean, probably that Sikoan stopping a little bit to avoid both of them going side by side for a Rouge. Because that could have just ended with Turbino being the race winner.
Sikoan's just got to keep it together and tap behind LBU to get the win here.
Yeah, LBU can't really do much about it.
Unless we see a spin.
Yeah.
Gap shouldn't extend. Slem very close on Festa here.
Yeah, only 3/10 now. I mean, we're really looking at a close fight.
It's a low-speed battle, but... So LBU was meant to dominate this race after the first few laps. He was in a great position, but didn't make the right move to go on the Inters. And it's looking like Sikoan's going to win because of it.
Yeah.
As the first driver to go onto intermediate tyres.
Made the completely right call. Took the gamble as well.
Yeah. And it paid off.
Yeah. Gap's now 1.2 seconds, but it's not going to be enough. LBU can't push away enough. And Sikoan's obviously just going to take these corners as cautiously as possible just to avoid it. As at the same time, we've got Vaxi overtaking Turbino. Not going to matter for position, but as we come across the line, that is going to be Sikoan winning his first race in CCR.
Vaxi finishing behind Turbino as well with the penalties.
Yep.
Kiwi makes it into 5th place.
And now we've got the one battle left to go. Slem against the Pezza.
Vaxi moving up 10 positions as well to finish 4th. That's not bad for him. Sikoan gaining 7 as well to win the race.
Most likely we got a driver of the day contender right there.
Do you reckon there'll be a late lunge here with the AIs? No, that's it.
Never mind.
So Sikoan wins it here in Belgium. What an interesting race. So many things happening. Some unfortunate glitches, I think. But that is this game. There we go. So an action-packed race here in Tier 2 Belgium. I look forward to Tier 1 tomorrow. Hopefully should be a few more drivers.
Most likely there's going to be more drivers.
There we go. We're going to close the stream off now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me as well, Barenko.
Yeah, no problem.
Shame we couldn't get the win, but at least you didn't get a puncture. So,
dude, James is gonna have a laugh when he sees this.
It put you last as well in 14th, even though
Yep,
I don't think you were the first to retire, were you?
I was.
Oh, you were, yeah. Oh, well. Thanks for watching. Join us tomorrow for Tier 1. Oh. Bye-bye.